So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On 2nd and 12, Hurts. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
2 plays so far, a run and a pass attempt, and both have gone backwards.
Probably not how they drew that up.
Not at all.
Looking for a better play coming up on 3rd. And I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. They go play action with Hurts. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's 4th down. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. On is the punter Townsend as he gets this one away. He'll field this at the 5. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Cowboys will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 16. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. And that closed up quickly there as he gets it up only to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Now Prescott. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
Attention to the critical for those types of throws. He put a lot of zip on that one. Needed just a little bit more finesse trying to get it to his back.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll go with Pollard here on 1st down. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Now that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
He'll find Lamb. That's complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And that will bring up 3rd and 1. Trying to run for it with Pollard. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And he's not going to get it done. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
Fourth down, Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he is going to have the Cowboys 1st down. It's a gain of 12 on 4th. To throw is Prescott. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Eagles are going to take possession of the football.
Timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
They keep it on the ground, but this time it's Murray. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. The Eagles had 0-1 in the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these two probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2, hard to make those up on the road as the season progresses.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And they were looking to set up the screen, but that's going to be incomplete. Almost wound up going the other way. Well covered defensively, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Off the play fake, here's Hurts. And that will be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard. And he'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up 2nd down. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. On that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. On play action, Prescott. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
There's a lot of discussion in the offseason about having a big year and getting to the quarterback. They held him without a sack in week 1, but how about here? Finally gets his first one of the season.
In the offseason, said he changed his diet, leaner, feels so good this year. Excited to see what type of a season he can have. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Well, they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. They run straight ahead here with Pollard. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game, because that was his longest run of this contest.
The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Play action now, Prescott. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles 16. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a 1st. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting them in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it in, throw it, go play action, and take your shot at the end zone.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. He couldn't quite reach the chalk, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line. Dak's going to keep it, and he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. Here's Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
That first down play, all you want to do is wedge out any type of space and try and create enough room. If you have to run the punter out there, he can successfully complete the punt.
Yeah, didn't get a ton there, but at least some positive yardage. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And the Cowboys are going to take possession of the football. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And this one quickly to Lamb. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Prescott to throw it. Caught on the slant. And the Cowboys are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now here's Pollard. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Second down and goal. Prescott feeling the pressure here and taken down and sacked back in the 7. And not a good time for the sack on 2nd and goal. A loss of 6. And now it's 3rd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Prescott on 3rd and goal. And that is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time this is the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
Santos' kick is up and through, and that will tie us at 3-3. Well, Charles, I think you'd have to call that a win for the defense after the turnover already in field goal range, and they had to settle for 3.
Yeah, being the beautiful part is you start so close to the end zone that your thought process of offense has to loosen up a little bit because you're thinking to yourself, you're almost guaranteed 3. Let's take some good shots at the end zone and try and turn it into 6.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive, and he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
Well, obviously searching for their first touchdown this game, partner, and that quick 3 and out, that's not going to achieve that at all. Give victory to the secondary there. They brought out tight coverage on that 3rd down snap.
So we've reached halftime in a low-scoring affair, just a pair of field goals. 3-3 is our score. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to roll. 2 field goals, the combined output in half number 1. Could be first touchdown wins. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. A 2nd and 11 for the 19. Prescott. Throwing left side, it's complete. The 20. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position, and that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And the final number, pretty impressive courtesy of Next Gen Stats, 21.4 miles per hour.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Hurts. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. On 3rd down, they'll run it with Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Play action. Here's Hurts. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts.
Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game, because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Now here's a pass on 1st down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
And the slot man goes in motion left.
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. It's a loss of a yard, so they'll wind up crediting him with a sack, and it brings up 3rd down.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
They'll look to throw here.
Quick slant here to Smith. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35.
I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the 1st down. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They'll run with Sanders. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Once again with Sanders. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out. And he's in. Touchdown. Well, not exactly the way that they drew it up, partner, but certainly not going to complain because the end result, touchdown.
A great outcome for the offensive side, but a crushing play defensively. You make a quick stop, force a fumble, only to see them take the fumble all the way in for 6 points. Now the challenge becomes not getting down and going out and continuing to make plays and hoping the ball bounces your way the next time.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. Off the play fake, Prescott. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at the 40-yard line. Lands it in the pocket, trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. And that's going to do it. Clock hits zeros. They're not going to get another playoff. Time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 7.
Hey, check that, street.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
We've seen these defenses make enough opportunistic plays to keep this one low scoring. Flying around, making plays on the ball, and we see yet another errant throw as a result.
And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. And they'll bring the big tight end across the formation left. Prescott off play action. And this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Play fake. Here's Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Now a give here to Pollard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 39, Prescott. That is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, his second touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys have broken our tie and have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Santos with the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They now trail by 7 after that last touchdown here in the fourth quarter. What a big spot for this offense. See if they can cobble something together on this drive. They go play action with Hurts. Looking here for Smith downfield. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Some coaches like to take the shorter, more reliable yardage, and some, they like to go for the big shot. No fear in risking a deep ball there, but it wasn't enough to get them to completion.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. Out to the left there and complete to the tight end, Goddard. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Let's go now.
After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long.
Ready.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Rolling to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Neville Gallimore powering his way in and burying him. The Eagles send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. A good head-down running on the return. Gets about 15 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. So Prescott and the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 37. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Left side to Lamb. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A very solid gain of 27. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
Meanwhile, Dak's throw pulled in by Lamb. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. It'll be a handoff to Pollard, and this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
So with your team leading in the 4th quarter, you know you've got to run the football. They know you've got to run the football. Sometimes that means there's nowhere to run the football.
On second and goal, here's an option play left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Dak Prescott, his third touchdown of the game and fifth on the year. And the Cowboys have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this fourth quarter. Santos able to tack on the extra point, and the lead now up to 14. The kick team out there for the Cowboys as they run up to send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll go again with Sanders. On an excellent tackle there as they keep him in bounds and hold him to no gain. No yardage to speak of whatsoever. Leads to a 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Pass complete. Goddard. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Well, this was a very close ball game at halftime, Charles, but in the second half, that offense kind of kicked